You join me with a dingy, bashed up old computer. You may have seen the title of this video. I got scammed because this is actually what I was buying, a much newer computer, motherboard and case, yet what I got wrapped in half a plastic bag. I mean, it didn't even cover the top. The shipping label is on the top of this PC. You can see the redirect there. Was this old 2005, maybe 2008 model HP, and what I was buying was a much newer Celeron. There is the rear of the computer I was bidding on, and I think you can see what I got here is not that at all. There's also a huge difference between the front of the computer I was bidding on and what I got. What is this screw even doing here? So I paid 140 bucks here, well 170 with shipping. It wasn't sent on time, and eventually when it showed up, this is what showed up. It's the CPU cooler, it seems, whatever. This guy also scammed someone else with this, and when they gave him a bad rating, that's when he got blacklisted. So yeah, I think what goes around comes around. But anyways, let's see what I can do with this turd that is in front of me. Enjoy a nice sped up disassembly and cleaning montage. And another hard drive, but this one is just lying in there. Thankfully, it's held firmly in place with the IDE cable. I realized I was going to need a bit more cleaning power than what a cloth will offer, so I took this outside and got the hose. this is what the water looked like from the cloth I was using. Let's have a look inside this power supply, because it's definitely also not going to be pretty. Of course, this video will not be complete without some dishwasher action. Everything that I needed assembled back. So let's power this on and see what it does. I had a very, very noisy fan. And it wouldn't boot, so I just yanked out some RAM. Seems to do the trick. Oh. But the fan, that fan.
Ow. Right.
So I imaged Windows 11 onto the base drive I rescued from this machine, this Samsung drive. The CMOS battery was totally dead.
That's not charged.
But that fan. Now I wasn't running it with heat base, so that could be part of the problem why it wants to run so aggressively. I replaced the fan, and that seems to solve the cooling issue. And the next order of business was actually getting a BIOS loaded. Now the internal stiffy drive wasn't working, so I used an external one. And thankfully the BIOS did detect it as drive B. And it's remarkable to see for such an old board, this actually has an internal BIOS firmware flashing utility.
I think so.
And there she is. So at this stage I thought this machine is working well. It could do with some heat paste. And then I realized that this thing has an anti-theft alarm. So even with the machine off and unplugged, if you remove the CPU, the alarm will sound.
Yeah, okay, I'm stealing the CPU, it's fine. Here's a new one. A better one.
And there she is, finally assembled, up and running with Windows 11, 2 hard drives. And I actually managed to make good of this situation, selling this as a complete PC for $600, despite getting scammed initially. Now, this isn't the Celeron J4000 and something I was bidding on, but still, I only paid $170 for it, got 600, so this scam actually worked out pretty well for me. So thank you very much for watching, and until I get scammed again, which happens more frequently than you will believe, and I make another video, stick around.